Hey y'all, this is Annie, and today I thought I would share with you some scents I'm going to be melting for the next week and a half or so. I actually started this melting basket 2 days ago on July 24th, and I am going to continue this through August 3rd or 4th, just because I really want to melt some of the scents that are in this basket instead of ending it on August 1st. But this is a themed melting basket. This is the 3rd year in a row that I have done this theme at the end of July. And I'm not asking anyone to follow along with me. I just thought it would be fun to share this. And I'm curious kind of how much I will get through in the next week and a half. So the theme is a celebration of all things Harry Potter and the Harry Potter wizarding world. There's a lot of different scents that are Harry Potter themed from various vendors, and my collection of those is definitely greatly reduced from the last 2 years just because I haven't been buying as much wax, but I still have a decent amount that I would like to finish melting or use up this year. And not that I can't melt them other times of the year, you know, especially around like Halloween or around Christmas, but I do especially like to melt them the last week or two in July generally, and I wanted to continue the tradition this year because it's one I really enjoy doing. So right here at the end of July, on July 31st, is the fictional character Harry Potter's birthday. That's why I celebrate it. I'm a big nerd and I have really had fun doing this every year, so I don't know if I will continue it next year, but we will see at that point. I know that there are some other people who are doing an Olympics themed melting basket right now, and I love that idea. I would definitely be trying to follow along if I didn't already have these plans and this kind of tradition in place for myself that I'm not wanting to abandon, largely because I need to make a dent on some of these scents that are 3 years old or so. So this is going to be from a variety of different vendors. Not every vendor does Harry Potter themed scents. I don't have as big of a Harry Potter themed collection as I once did, so not quite the variety from all the vendors, but I'll show you what I do have. So the only scent I have from Knowles Farm is this one called Potter's Brew. I don't know if this is actually supposed to be a Harry Potter themed scent or not, but I suspect it is based off of the scent notes. The vanilla bean, cream soda, sugar, butter, heavy cream, orange zest, butterscotch, caramel. Kind of sounds like a nod to butterbeer from the books and the movies, and so I picked this one up because I thought the idea of a butterbeer with like this orange zest note in it sounded amazing. On cold, I will say, because I have not melted this one yet, there is a strong fizzy pop note in here. I can smell the carbonation. It's really not the scent that I was expecting when I ordered it, but I am going to give it a chance and try melting it and see if that tones down. I'm not a big fan of fizzy pop in wax. It just is too much for me. But we will see if I get around to melting this one. And as usual, if you have melted any of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video, I would love to know your thoughts on them down below. That is the only one from Knowles Farm that fits the theme. Next up, I have one scent from Sassy Girl Aroma. It's Harry Potter, and this is tea and cakes, blackberry butter and jam cookies, and vanilla sugar waffle cone. I have melted some of this for the last several years during this particular week, and at some other times, but it's been a while since I've melted this. I have enjoyed this. I'm a big fan of the blackberry jam butter cookies oil, and it's quite nice with the tea and cakes in here. it's just been such a long time since I've melted it. I will give a more thorough review of it in my empties video that I will try to do on this week. Next up, I have a few Super Tarts scents, and in years past, I've actually had a lot more scents from Super Tarts that fit this theme, but I didn't do Wax Wednesday last year, and I am running low on my Harry Potter themed scents from them, but there are some ones that, you know, I may get the opportunity to stock up on again before next year. So first up is Happee Birthday Harry. I should have gotten the scent notes for this, but this has got like shaving cream and some berry scents in it. It's been a while since I've melted this, honestly. I remember liking it. It was super unusual, and there's kind of like a minty note in there also. But I will maybe try to finish this bag. It's not really that old. This is from Wax Wednesday of 2021. And then the other scents from Super Tarts, I have this little scent shot, as well as a Bam bag in Harry's Holiday. This is blue sugar, French baguette, sweetened cereal, marshmallows, and sugar milk, which is the Magically You or Lucky Charms kind of cereal type scent that they have with blue sugar and French baguette. This is a amazing blue sugar scent. If you like blue sugar, I don't need to use very many cubes of this, so this will take me ages to get through. So I will possibly start with this and then see if I get into the bag some more, but this is one of my favorite blue sugar scents, and I'm excited to melt it. That French baguette oil is not super yeasty, and it's definitely that kind of white bread with like the crunchy crust, like a loaf of bread, and not a regular loaf of bread, but like, you know, a baguette loaf of bread. And it's really special in this blend with the blue sugar, I think. So if you are a blue sugar fan, or you are curious about blue sugar and have not tried it yet, this is a blend that I would highly recommend giving a chance sometime. Next up, I have quite a few scents that are from Lurid Apothecary. Lurid is no longer open, but her last pre-order that she did was a Harry Potter themed pre-order, and y'all, I went ham. I got every scent that she was offering because I'm such a nerd in this. And I have already been melting some of these scents the last 2 days, and her wax is still doing just beautifully for me. It is throwing really well, and I've been enjoying it. I am going to focus on trying to melt some of these, as well as some of the older L3 scents that I have that I'll get to in a minute, just to prioritize when I'm melting through before I get to like the Knowles Farm or maybe the Sassy Girl Aroma or Super Tarts, unless I'm just really craving one of those, just because part of the purpose of this basket is to use up a little bit of these older scents for myself. So I'm going to be sad some of these are going to be gone. I have about half of a shape bag from Lurid in Dumbledore's Memories, and this is Ozone, Pink Sugar, Sandalwood, Vanilla. And she had these shape bags, and they were all sorts of different kind of like Wizarding World type shapes. I'll show you all a few examples on this one really quickly, so we're not doing those going forward. Okay, this one says Platform 9 3/4 on it, and I would probably cut this in half for a warmer. This is like one of the flying keys. If you remember the first book, the Professor Flitwick did the charms on the keys, and Harry had to go hop in the broom to catch one so they could get through to save the Philosopher's Stone. This is the symbol. It's maybe a little bit messy to see, but the symbol of the three brothers, basically, from the Deathly Hallows story. The wand, the cloak, and the stone. This is like the H on a letter, kind of like Hedwig might be delivering. Same thing with this one. Let's see. Oh, I am making a mess. Okay. And lightning bolt, just like on Harry's forehead. This is a beautiful, fresh, woody scent. Ozone is an oil I just love, and it has just a little bit of the pink sugar sweetening it to help bridge to the vanilla in the sandalwood, I think. Ozone is also already a kind of sweet, fresh scent, and I would love more of this one. I wish I'd gotten a loaf of it. It's just really complex and pretty with that sandalwood vanilla in there. And Miss Sarah's blends, I think she did a fantastic job. She had really cute wax, and I regret not getting to try more of her wax before she closed her business. But this is one, I know I should melt it, but it's one of the ones where I'm like, I can't bring myself to be out of it. And it's one I think that would be beautiful in a perfume, actually. Oh gosh, this silicone pad is a mess because I got glitter all over it. All right, I have already melted the rest of a shape bag that I had, but I still have this small bar, snap bar, in Hufflepuff, and this is cream puff and sweet frosting. And so you'll see, I did just finish this earlier today, so we'll see if I get to the other bar or not. Another one that I melted yesterday was Mischief Managed, and this is bold coffee, sweet cream, and sugar. Next up, I melted this for 2 days in the bathroom, and this is the last bit I have of Immortentia potion. It's Love Spell, Saltwater Mermaid, and Vanilla Cream. It was just so pretty. I would love to get this replicated with another vendor at some point. I also just finished this one up today in the bedroom. This was the last bit I had of Gryffindor, which is elderberry jam and cornbread muffins. This is just such a great scent. I don't normally like cornbread scents, but hers was not too like savory leaning, and her elderberry jam is still to this day the best elderberry jam oil from any vendor I've tried. So really sad to be out of this one. It just still performed amazingly. Next up, I have a shape kind of brittle baggy thing of Rubius Hagrid. This is pumpkin coconut spice. We'll see if I get to this one. I might wind up saving this for the fall time and maybe around Halloween, but there's some of the same shapes and this giant one. It's in brittle with the Hogwarts oh my gosh, not logo, crest, and a little like sorting hat. This is definitely like a pumpkin spice scent. I'm not a big pumpkin spice fan, which is one reason why I'm not sure I'm going to melt it in July heat here in Texas, but I do want to finish this one this year probably and not hold it over. I have this was a very popular scent, Slytherin, Key Lime Pie, Pie Crust, and I have some more right here, so I've got about really probably the equivalent of half of this. I just don't like Key Lime Bakery that much, but I know a lot of people loved this one when this came out. I am going to try to melt it, I guess, because I want to try to make a dent on my Lurid this time, but it probably wouldn't have been a repurchase for me purely because I just don't like Key Lime Bakery. This one came without a label, so I had to write it down in my janky handwriting. But this is the sorting hat, and it's tobacco, caramel, sweet potato, and brown sugar, and it was one of those shape bags. You can see the kind of like Harry's glasses. There's like a moon shape in here. These bags had so many great shapes in there, and lots of fun. I might save this one for the fall. We'll see. I'm still trying to see if I like tobacco scents, and it's been a while since I've melted this one, but it does have that kind of warm, hazy and note, not super smoky or anything like tobacco scents that I've been trying have, and a hint of that sweet potato, and I like sweet potato and wax, so we'll see if I get to it this next week. I only have part of one of those little snap bars in this blend. I wish that I had gotten more of this. This is just gorgeous. This is Herbology class, and it's Palo Santo, Black Amber, and Lavender. Black Amber and Lavender is a single oil, and the lavender is a little bit more of a herbal leaning lavender, but this is gorgeous. Her Palo Santo is amazing too, but I'm not going to talk too much about it because you can't get the scent anymore, but I will probably finish this up and talk about it more after I've melted it. Next up is a sock for Dobby, and I actually have this going in the bathroom today. This is Clean Laundry, Fresh Roses, and Fluffy Cream. If you like rose scents, this is quite nice. I do find that the rose scent, the longer it melts, kind of starts becoming a little bit strong for me, and it's a little bit cloying of a rose. It reminds me somewhat of rose jam. But the laundry scent is nice. It is not what I normally would pick up. It's slightly powdery instead of detergenty. But I have enjoyed the times I've melted this, and I will try to finish up the last bit of this bag probably this week. It's very strong too. Another scent that I have in a snap bar. I wish I'd gotten more in this because this is super unique, and the Nag Champa scared me away. I got 2 of these little snap bars, and this is great. This is the Cloak. It's redwood, moss, holly, bush, blue sugar, and Nag Champa. It's been a while since I melted this one, but really definitely a fresh kind of green woody note. Oh, even on cold, it smells so good. I'll talk about it more in an empties video, but if you've had this one, you know this is a very special scent in that kind of category. It's great. I still have a loaf of Happee Birthday Harry, and this is birthday cake, vanilla frosting, and strawberry cream. And I have melted through like 2 of the shape bags, and one of the big brittles and one of the small brittles, and it's a really nice creamy strawberry birthday cake scent. I have had decent performance with it, and I will possibly chop this up and see how far I can get into melting it over the next week and a half or so. I kind of need to do a chop and chat video because there's some things I know I'm going to be melting and trying to finish up in August, but I may as well combine that with it. And then I have a loaf of Minerva McGonagall. This is Sweater Weather and Pomegranate. This is the Sweater Weather dupe from Bath & Body Works. That juniper, sage, eucalyptus. And I personally love Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works. They have 2 different versions. The body care scent, if you go and get the lotion, does not smell the same as the candle. I don't know why, Bath & Body Works. That's just crazy to me. But this is the candle version of Sweater Weather, and I love Sweater Weather blends. Mixed with the pomegranate. This one has performed really, really well for me in the past. It's kind of fresh, fruity, and even though it's probably more of a winter and fall scent, with the heat going on, I think I can still enjoy this one. I know this one in the past I've had go well over a day in warmers, and I just have to show you all the cutest thing about this is, well, some of the black cats are dropping off. But if you're familiar with the books, you know that Professor McGonagall is the professor of transformations in the books and movies, and sometimes she will be spying as a cat, and so very appropriately she has these little I don't know what they are, like little clay sprinkles, because there's actually some thickness to them, and I just thought that was really cute on this. I know I won't finish this whole loaf in the next week and a half or so, but I do want to get started on it with the goal of trying to finish it up by the end of this winter, basically. So like next January or February at the latest. And I do have this one double bagged because it is just super, super, super strong. I actually have all of these double bagged. I don't know what I'm talking about. For a second I thought I had this triple bagged, but no. I have all of them double bagged. That's how I like to keep my wax. Sorry, this is very crinkly. I have a snap bar in Horntail Dragon. This is Dragon's Blood and Vanilla Cashmere. I have not melted this one because I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon's Blood. I'm going to give this one a try. Dragon's Blood can be kind of incense leaning for me, a little bit too masculine, but I'm going to give this one a try and see. And then the last one from Lurid, and I'm so glad I have some of this to show y'all, because I don't have a bunch of the other scents still, is the Butterbeer scent, and I have to show y'all just how cute these little like faces on foaming, I guess, beer are. It's perfect on the Butterbeer scent, and the scent notes are butterscotch, cream soda, and whipped cream. It's definitely butterscotchy forward. It's been a while since I've melted this one, but I still have a little bit of this bar. I feel like it was a decent performer, but it wasn't something that was like blow your socks off unusual. I feel like you can get these kinds of scents, that kind of creamy butterscotch scent, from a lot of places. So I'm glad I didn't get a loaf of this one, but I do love how cute this one is, and I'm looking forward to just melting it on a day that I'm feeling like something sweet. So let me know down below, did y'all order from this Lurid pre-order that was, back at the beginning of 2022? And if you did, what were your favorite scents that you got? And I will, if y'all are curious, I will let y'all know down below or in the empties video that I do for these. Alright, last up, the last vendor that I have some Harry Potter scents from is L3, of course. L3 has a lot of different themed scents for all sorts of fandoms. I wish I had more of the ones from L3 that I love, but I do have some of my favorites still, and I'll go over those really quickly. I only have one of the Gringotts Vault candles left. This is the last one I bought for a few years ago, and this is McGonagall. This is a shortbread in orange vanilla coffee scent, I believe. I don't remember the scent notes off the top of my head. I really like the scent. I've melted it in wax on its own. If you've seen me talk about the candles before, I will just briefly tell you, okay, here's the Gringotts Vault cash candles. It says there's real cash inside. I love the labels and the idea they have on the front. Light the dragon's fire, the wick, enjoy the fragrance while you melt down your candle. Break into Gringotts Vault, the foil package to find your loot. and the foil package is kind of about halfway down, stuck on the side. And inside will be anything from $1 to $100. I've only ever gotten $1 in the 3 other candles, so we'll see what I get in this one. I haven't burned this one yet. This is a little bit of a softer wax than their regular wax formula that you will find if you were buying a loaf or something. And unless they've changed their candles since, 2 years ago or whenever I bought this, this is such a fun idea, but unless they were on sale, I would not recommend these candles. And I'll tell you briefly. The scents, I would pick them up in their regular wax or scoopable wax if you want to try them. If you have a candle and you find it's not burning very well, scoop it out and use it like it's scoopable wax, because it is pretty soft and you should be able to do that. My biggest problem with these candles is that they are not properly wicked. The candle does not fully pull out to the circumference of the jar, and so you have a lot of tunneling, and then the wicks are very, very smoky. Even if you have the wicks trimmed very short, there is clouds, billows of smoke, and that has been the case with every single one of the candles so far. I have attempted burning 3 of the other candles. This is the last one. I will give it a chance, but this is probably going to be scooped out and put into wax warmers after trying to burn it. I would just recommend, if you are wanting to try the scents, don't try it in the candles. All right, let's get into the actual wax, not the candles, because there's a lot of great scents to talk about. First up, this is Gryffindor. This is one of the owl shapes. I don't have the scent notes in front of me, but it's like a woolen blanket and something else scent. It's not my favorite of the scents. It's a little bit smoky, and I don't really like flannel woolen blanket scents that much, but I'm going to try to melt this one this time. Nocturne Alley. Oh, this is an amazing scent. I need this one before they close. It is Rainstorm and Marshmallow Fireside, and I know that's kind of a simple scent together, but it is beautiful. And I think this is the last that I have of it. It's one of their like Hedwig owl shapes. This is also the last I have of this. This is Snape Adipose. This is absinthe, cardamom, blue sugar mixed with jet puff, mellow fluff, and toasted mellow. Those marshmallow scents are the adipose. The Snape is just the absinthe, cardamom, and blue sugar. If you like blue sugar scents, I think you would like this one. It is really unusual, and that absinthe kind of brings out a little bit more of that anise / licorice note that blue sugar can have. It's still very creamy, and the cardamom is not very strong in it. I did melt this recently, and this is the last I have, so we'll see if I get to it this particular week, but I do enjoy the Snape scent quite a bit, and I would like to try it on its own without the addition of the adipose. Mischief Managed. This is another one of the Hedwig Owls, and this is Palo Santo, blue sugar, and toasted mallow, I believe. I also have a loaf that I recently picked up in from Loafapalooza, I think. I will probably melt the owl and save the loaf, but this is a fantastic Palo blend, a fantastic blue sugar blend. I haven't melted it in a really long time, so I'll talk about it in my empties videos. Next up, the Burrow. I have the Hedwig Owl. I also have pulled a scoopable because I love this scent. This is fresh baked cinnamon rolls with extra brown sugar and vanilla frosting. This is not too yeasty in my opinion. It's not too spicy. It's just that great cinnamon sugary note with some bread and brown sugar, and you do definitely smell that kind of like cinnamon roll frosting on the top. I have more of this beyond just the scoopable and the this, but I'll probably focus on melting this one first because it's the oldest one in the scent. And if you like the scent and you're curious what else it combines with really well, this is absolutely amazing with pumpkin pecan waffles from L3. I have melted through scoopables in multiple loaves of the burro with pumpkin pecan waffles. It is insanely powerful, strong scent, and I that is another combination I would love to pick up before they close. We'll see if that happens, but I did get the burro and pumpkin pecan waffles on their own so that I can blend that myself, because that's like a comfort scent for me from L3 that I love, and I don't want to be without it. Next up is Luna. This is the only one I have of this. I think I'm going to give this another shot. It's been a while since I've melted it, like 3 years or so, and it's got warm vanilla sugar and I think pink chiffon and some other scents in it that when I melted it originally, I think it's got soothing lavender in it also. I didn't really care for the warm vanilla sugar note, but I've grown to be okay with warm vanilla sugar a little bit more than I was when I originally melted this, so I'll probably give this another chance. But it wasn't my favorite of the L3 Harry Potter blends. Next up, this is Cupboard Under the Stairs. I do have like a scoopable or two of this. I want to pick more of this one up because it's so good. But this is a special birthday cake made up of strawberry cream and crushed vanilla wafers. That strawberry cream oil is really good. If you've had the strawberries and cream scent from VCS, it smells like that particular strawberry oil. A few other vendors have this strawberries and cream oil. And it is one of my favorite strawberry type scents. Next up is Leviosa, and this is apple cider, leaves, and spice. This is one of the leaf scents that has been in the L3's leaf sampler that's very popular, and I will probably melt this, or I will melt it this fall. We'll see. It's not my favorite of their leaves blends because I find it to be super heavy on the leaves and the spice note. It's still good, but there's just some other leaf scents that I prefer a little bit better, but we'll throw it in this basket anyways. Diagon Alley, I actually did recently, and I believe this is Loaf-a-Palooza, pick up another loaf of this, and this is Marshmallow Fireside and Graham Crackers, so I'll probably melt this one this week. This is really a cozy scent with the Marshmallow Fireside. Not too smoky. It's got a little sweet, creamy marshmallow note. Just a little bit of that perfumey smokiness. And then the graham crackers, it makes it really special. That kind of nutty, deeper kind of bakery scent. And I've been really digging graham cracker scents the last year or so. So I'm looking forward to melting more of this one because it's been a long time since I melted it. I have this one going today in my open concept. This is Ravenclaw, and it's blue sugar, sugared violets, Earl Grey tea, and books. If you like any of these kind of scents on their own, but you've not tried this one, this is super unique to L3. This is a gorgeous house blend from them that I think would be really difficult to duplicate 2 months from now with someone else. So if you want this scent to try it, you need to request it before they're gone. I have stocked up on it because this is just a gorgeous scent from them, and I love this one. It's also very hard to describe. The books note does kind of have that vellum, like printed paper smell. The Earl Grey tea adds this kind of subtle depth to it. It's not like super prominent in the blend, but it is just there. And I do think it helps kind of tie things together. The sugared violets is like a sweet, slightly floral note, but it's not a heavy floral. It's really pretty, honestly. And while these things work together, I don't know, especially with the blue sugar in there, but they just do. This is a standout blend from L3, and one of the reasons why, they're such a great vendor, their house blends do not get nearly enough credit. The things that they've really fine-tuned, Jennifer's knows. She is so good at setting these up, and it's just a gorgeous scent. So if you like any of these things, please try it. I think you will like it. I got a couple of scoopables and some other things, and I will maybe finish this off or save it for a little while. It's a really good performer for me, and I've been enjoying it today. And then the last one is, don't worry, I have like 7 scoopables of this and another loaf, I believe. But this is Hufflepuff, and if I have kind of a colder day or a day I just want a cozy scent this week, I will probably reach for this one. This is one of the scents from L3 that I really fell in love with early on. And it is fresh baked cookies, sweet cinnamon sugar, and pumpkin pasties. This to me, when you warm it, smells like those cookie butter type scents. Those speculoos cookies that are kind of a warm, wintry baking spice in a crunchy cookie. And if you've ever had like the cookie butter from Trader Joe's or cookie butter flavored something, that is what those speculoos cookies basically are, blitzed up into the cookie butter. And this scent reminds me of those so much. Every year from Aldi's, we like getting a bag of their speculoos winter knock cookies. And okay, I don't know why my phone just cut out. We like getting those cookies in the Christmas season, and I have smelled the bag of cookies next to this loaf of wax, and they smell almost identical. So if you like those kind of speculoos type cookies and you want that in wax form, Hufflepuff is the one to pick up. It's just so warm and cozy and comforting a scent, and the cinnamon is not like super strong. It is definitely also not a super strong pumpkin scent. Just that kind of warm, kind of cozy, light hint of wintry spices in a crunchy cookie, and it's a great performer. I have melted through so many loaves of Hufflepuff, and it will be one that I miss the most from L3 for sure. All right, that is all of the things that are in this melting basket. There's going to be some things I will probably throw in additionally, like some mint or lavender at night if I'm feeling the need to. But my goal is to get through as much of this as possible in the next week or so. Because I have a little bit over a week till like August 4th, and I will do my best to get an empties video up once I have finished that week, and try to let y'all know what I am doing in August and September if you are curious, because I am terrible about keeping on top of these updates and empties. All right, I hope everyone has a great weekend and enjoys watching the Olympics. If you are trying to decide what you want to melt and want a theme challenge to do, you're more than welcome to follow along with what I'm doing, but I'm not trying to like recruit anybody to do what I'm doing. I'm not going to be like making posts and stuff as this week's going along. So if you want to do that independently and share with me what you've been melting, I would love to hear about it, but I don't want you to feel like this is a group thing I'm trying to organize. And if you are looking for a group that it will be far more organized and has some really fun things going on over the next week, Martha is doing the Olympics theme challenge, and I am so excited to see what everyone will be melting with that. I think that's such a fabulous idea. If I did not already have this tradition, I would definitely be trying to follow along. So if you're looking for that, head over to Martha's channel and see what she's got brewing up for the Olympics challenge, and let me know down below. Do you like Harry Potter? Have you watched the movies or the books? And if so, both or just one of them? Do you have a preference? And do you have favorite characters? Or do you have favorite books or favorite movies? I will tell y'all what my favorites are and my empties when I do them. And then also, I'm curious, which house do you belong to? All right, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching.